got my binding wire. And I'm probably going to wrap it twice. And where I'm going to twist it, secure it, tighten it, is away from the seam. The reason being is sometimes when you come to remove this, it can get a bit sticky. And I don't want to have any mess near the seam. So I've doubled this binding wire up, which is what you do to make it stronger. It's broken off, that's annoying. But that's secured it. And what will happen is the metal will expand. So that's actually quite a nice join. It's nice and tight. And it's tight enough that side. It's not a perfect join, but it's good enough. With a piece of metal that big, you kind of have to be a bit easy on yourself, really. Now, I still want to walk the pallion of solder up the edge, as you do when you solder a ring. So I'm going to cover this in flux. I use all flux, which is, I think, designed for gold, but I just find it really easy to use. And I'm just going to coat the whole thing in it. I don't really want to get it all over my fingers, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Wash my hands after you. Always wash your hands after you've been working with jewellery. Always. Now, I'm going to use hard solder because it's the first solder. So I'm going to position the pallions at the base. And I'm going to have someone stand by because that is a very, very, very big seam. So I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to do one more on top as well. Let's try and put that down in the middle. There we go. That should be enough now. Just to be on the safe side. There's some extras which I can pick solder on if need be. And then a clean end would be nice. Cleaner. Okay. Let's solder. Now you need a big flame, but not crazy flame. I think that's good enough though. Again, we're going to be getting the whole piece hot. You can see get the whole piece hot, evenly heated. But let's not mess around, you know. The longer you have the flame on it, the more firestone you build up. So you might as well just get the heat in there. Okay, flux is gone. That seam has been protected. Let's get this bad boy hot enough for the solder to go. So I'm focusing the heat on the back and all over actually, but I'm not worried about doing it on the back because by expanding the back of the solder you're pushing the two front seams together. So I'm going to get this hotter than we did when we annealed it. There we go, cherry red. Not far off. Get that silver really, really hot because the whole thing's got to be hot enough for these bits of solder to flow. So I'm directing heat on the ring, not on the solder. There the solder goes. Go all the way up. Let it go inside. Yeah. that's a good flow. So now what we do is we let the ring cool slowly on the steel block that I have to the side. This is an important step because it secures the quality of the solder. If you plunge that in cold water, it can fracture the solder joint. So because we're working with such a huge bit of metal, I'm going to be very, very gentle with it. So I'm cooling it gently, and then I'll place it in the pickle and come back and we'll examine the solder joint. We may have, more than likely, we're going to have to cut through it and solder it again to get a nicer joint, but we'll see how we go. Okay.